The thing is like you already are gonna have like a decent amount of magic damage coming through, and so the question is like, what do you try and pair this with from the off lane? Oh wow, they actually just pick up the PA right away. That is surprising. It is,
Mhm.
I guess, somewhat protected since Bloodseeker and Faceless Void are banned, and it is
Mhm.
really good into the Beastmaster, but this is like
Yeah.
a hero we don't really see all that often.
10 seconds remain.
This is true. This is true.
5
I
seconds.
wonder how they're going to react to this one. It could be that they're like kind of panicking. They're at like the bottom of the reserve time. It took them a while to lock in that gyrocopter. They weren't really sure what they wanted to do. I mean, we saw the Morphling banned out last time there was a gyrocopter pickup. This time they just go for it. There's a couple good heroes to transform into, in fact, like be able to turn yourself into undying, spam out like decays and soul rips, Pango being able to shield crash,
10
gyro
seconds
with the flak
remain.
cannon. So opportunity too good to pass. But
5
even PA feels
seconds
decent to
remain
steal. You
in
just
the
have like one
beginning
more jump
stretch.
ability to get on top of people. That way you can
Hmm.
save the waveform, and it's more of an escape. So I do like the Morphling quite a bit. Um, and I've been won over a little bit in recent times. I know you've done a lot of seeing DPC cast with me, and I talked about how I don't like the Morphling. I think people have started to
10
figure this hero out a little bit more.
seconds.
Yeah, I think they have. I think for the most part, it's
5
kind of become more
seconds.
of an anti carry, where it's like going late game into morph is you just like kind of struggle so heavily, even if you have like incredible like team fight and whatnot, because he just makes your carry way worse. He gets like an Aya Scotty and then he steals 70 attack speed from your hero and 25% or 20% of its stats, and it's just like that's a lot. That's a lot to deal with in the late game. So
Yeah,
we'll see what they can
it
do.
is.
They ban the axe, very good ban. Obviously, against the Morphling, you cannot really deal with that. They get rid of the Lina in the mid lane.
Mhm.
Gonna be able to ban out probably one other like
10
hard Pango
seconds
counter,
remain.
which I'm curious what they want it to be. Because like
5
Kits has actually shown that
seconds.
doesn't really matter what lane he goes in against on this Pango, he just kind of owns.
Mhm.
Radiant's turn to
Ban the
battle.
Tiny. Okay.
Interesting. I guess they're worried about just like more run into power.
The tempo would be really scary. Also gives them a lot of building damage.
Yeah. You'd be able to burst down a lot of these heroes.
10
What do you want to see out of
seconds.
5RATFORCESTAFF as the last pick? I
Turn to
feel like there's
face.
like very much lacking stun. You've got missile, you've got rolling thunder, but I think you'd use a little bit more in order to shut down the Morphling. Morph's game right now is pretty free. He's able to like waveform through the missiles a lot of the time.
Yeah, you
Or you
definitely need damage.
obviously
Or you definitely need lockdown. You're right.
he's stun.
10
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm
seconds.
trying to figure
Yeah.
out what that's gonna be though. The Crystal Maiden ban is actually kind of funny because you
5
could have just moved the
seconds
Undying
remain.
to the 3 position and
Radiant's
then picked a
turn to
support.
battle.
It looks like that's
They
exactly
don't
what
go
they're gonna
for
do, and they take Ancient Apparition.
yeah. That's weird. I mean, it doesn't solve your lockdown problem, but at the very least, you deal with the Morphling pretty well when you land these heist class. I'm not a fan of Ancient Apparition. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this hero is just like an
10
ultimate,
seconds remain.
and the rest of his spells are kind of bad. I mean, Ice Vortex is a good
5
spell,
seconds remain.
but the rest of his spells feel kind of bad.
It does provide Spell Amp, and you do have a Gyro as well.
Hmm.
So we'll see. I
Yeah.
kind of with you on this. I don't really. I think they do definitely struggle to find kills onto the Morphling. Normally, when you see Ancient Apparition, it's like paired with like a solid stun hero that you can just go follow it up with. But the only real stun you're gonna have is Pango's Blink that comes out eventually.
Yeah. Or
So
like Basher plus Swashbuckle.
yeah, it's a little bit weird.
Mhm. I mean, maybe you land like a cold feet rock homing missile or something like that. I don't know. It just doesn't feel amazing. We'll see how SG responds to this one. And they picked this one pretty fast. They didn't go into the reserve time at all. So this is obviously something that they discussed and talked about. And felt was the perfect counter to the Morphling, but again, we will see how SG Esports decides to respond to this. Any guesses as to what? Well,
Void Spirit, pretty
I
safe
saw it in
pick here.
short. Mhm.
Dude, what if they actually put
Makes sense.
AA mid? That would be very funny. I know they're not, but like it would have been very funny, right?
It would have been very funny, but it is just going to be AV1 on it.
Yeah. We'll see
I'm
whether
all
or
about
not
the funny
this
ha-has.
ancient apparition like actually can pull it through. I think this is kind of like 5RATFORCESTAFF realized that they got more flinged and we're like, crap, we do not have an answer for this. And so they end up going with an ancient apparition in the final phase. So
Yeah.
I think SG Esports have a pretty solid draft here through and through.
Agreed. We'll see if the ancient apparition ends up working again. You miss like a crucial ice blast in a team fight. This completely changes what what you expect to happen in the fight versus the reality of that team fight. And it is sometimes easy for the Morphling to dodge that one. The Void Spirit last pick was a nice answer to the ancient apparition. It is going to be his job to get on the back line, either force an AA blast to come out at the beginning, or blow up the ancient apparition before he can get the ability off. So TXY, his job is very clear here, and he doesn't have a huge job. And his job is also made easier by the fact that he is like a Skywrath mage on his team. Like LTH is gonna be vastly superior to a lot of these other heroes as far as rotating onto the runes goes.
All right. Well,
So
we'll see how it goes. I'm actually really excited. Like, I think this should be a lot of fun. We do have like some pretty good pickoff potential from both teams, but like I said, I think it's going to come on the back of Kits' Blink Dagger, and that's like about it. But once he has it, it becomes very scary. And we've seen Kits absolutely body teams on this Pango, almost completely carry 1v5. So we'll see if he can make it happen again.
yeah,
Yuma's
hopefully
Morphling
it
is
doesn't
so
happen
good,
to
though.
1v5. Yeah, it is. We will see. I'm gonna have to go with SG for this next year. I've been wrong like 100% of the time lately. I'm pretty sure that I just don't understand how Dota works, Ricky. Apologies.
It's all right. You're
We'll
a
get to
team
real
manager. You're not a
analyst one of these
coach.
days. That's true. I'm a manager now. I don't need to know how this game works. I just need to get players their breakfast.
Prepare for battle.
You just you're like, come, all
It
right,
brings
team
them
rings
water.
you just ring the bell. All right, team, dinner's ready.
Yes. That's what I've been reduced
And
to.
they're just like, shut up, Neff, we're in a game.
Useless here.
Win
And you're
a
like,
game.
just pause it, guys. It's fine. And that's when they hit you at the. It's an online video game with real
Online
people.
video game with real people. You can't just pause it. Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah. See the new wildcard lines, by the way?
No, I did not. I honestly didn't bother looking at a single supporter pack. Like, it just made no sense to me. The ones from like the previous bundles should have just stayed like in, and you should have just been able to continue buying them or something. I don't know.
What can you do? Sometimes unlucky, as they say.
It's all right. A certain organization that shall not be named literally copied an idea from us. So
Which? Oh, that's the one that you're talking about. Yeah.
sorry, they're an
Yeah,
EU
I-
org. They just not, they're never original. Copying
Yeah,
every other region's strategies.
American technology, American innovation. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Greatest nation on earth, baby. Let's go.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
What about the free refills?
Rest easy.
We do have free refills on certain things, though. Only certain things.
Only certain things. Got it. Looks like we got LTH back into the game. I just like to see what he's going to pull off on the Skywrath Mage. I really did like his performance with the Clockwork in the last game. I liked the wards that he dropped at the beginning of the game. They have Enchantress on their side this time. We'll see if they play something similar. I mean, that ward they played last time was like very practice. It was onto that dire. That's a hard camp there.
That one is the hard camp, yeah.
Hard camp, yeah. Ends up scouting out the medium camp, blocks the own, and like they block the other hard camp with the sentry ward. So you can see exactly how far the Enchantress is going to go and what creep she's going to run off with that ward. It was very cool. But yeah, Enchantress is going to be on SG's side this game, so we'll see how they respond to the blocking of camps down here. Gyrocopter, obviously, Merlin starting with two sentry wards of his own. Be able to probably force the Enchantress as far away as possible at the beginning of the game. DNM and Kits are sitting super far back in their own jungle, beside the observer ward as well. I guess they're just worried about dying first blood at the beginning, but this seems a little bit excessive.
Yeah, I feel like the level 1 from SG this game isn't nearly as strong as it was last game, right? You had like Troll Warlord, you had Clockwork, and they were able to just run people down. This game, it's like not quite as much. They're just playing very defensive for the moment.
Yeah.
Looks like they are going to go for the attempt on this bottom rune. And LTH, I mean, that just gives their ward away, is the interesting piece. So Speed taking a ton of damage here, just right click after right click. In the mid lane, KXY does beat him on the rune. So it's going to be 3 bounty runes for the side of SG. I would be...
And a missile.
Oh, and a missile. Wow, you're right.
Yeah.
That's big.
It is big.
I'd be
Speed
very
without
surprised if they don't immediately go D-ward that ward on the high ground. Maybe they think they would have denied it, but I think you have to check, right?
I mean, he's still holding on to the sentry ward on the Zeracopter. He has to go back and ward up one of the Enchantress' camps, otherwise he's going to get owned inside this lane.
Yeah, he did go enchant 1, so you know he's ready to come fight you in the lane once he gets that spell up and running. Missile will connect. A little bit of harassment there and over to the Enchantress. He actually needs to be very careful. He's taking a ton of damage. And he does get the sentry block, so he's going to return with his own pretty much right away, but Merlin able to just kind of keep the Enchantress back, does not want to let her contest that sentry. And unfortunately for him, he's going to lose it now.
Yeah. There's another sentry come out just then, along with the salve, so she's going to be able to top herself back up there and come back in the lane. I think just tangoing up for now. Also sitting on 5 stick charges and the fairy fire, so you have to keep that in mind on the gyrocopter if you're going to start trading hits with the Enchantress. Or,
just going to morph down, pop the stick, morph back up. Classic. Mid lane, we haven't really talked about this. The Void Spirit versus the Pangolier. Almost dead even right now. Only a 1 CS difference. And this is kind of what I expected, honestly. Like, Void Spirit is just such a strong lane the first few levels. After that, it kind of tips, I think, for the Pango, just because Swashbuckle becomes so much damage. And he can just spam so much. Like, his cost on mana, or his, like, spell cost is so much less than the Void Spirits that, like, eventually you just kind of win these trades, but
yeah. Yeah, I mean, Resident Pulse is amazing for securing yourself, or like a lot better for securing yourself CS and trading with the enemies underneath the creep wave, but like you mentioned, lower mana cost on what you got on Pangolier just feels better. Dies himself to neutral creeps there on the Skywrath Mage. Not really worth noting, just wants to come back to lane with fully speed mana.
That being said, though, his respawn is so long. Like, it's going to be a while before he comes back.
Yeah, it's like 30 seconds when you deny yourself to neutrals, and you don't get yourself a free TP either.
Yeah.
It's actually, like, at that point, it's better to deny yourself to the tower.
Yeah. I guess he was just afraid to try and sneak behind AB1 and DNM there.
You gotta buy a new TP.
Yeah.
Minus 100 gold. In this economy?
I mean, dude, that's... I mean, have you seen inflation lately? That's a lot.
Yeah. TPs used to be like 65 gold.
Dude, they used to be 50 gold.
100. Yeah. Now they do kind of, you get your handouts for TPs, which is, you know, back in my day they were 135 and you had to have an inventory slot for them.
God, dude, I remember that. That was rough. LTH. You just TP back up here. They're going to try and punish him. Cold Feet does connect. They have a dagger to follow it up. DNM just falling incredibly low, but has that stick. Gets 15 charges. A Phantom Strike to the other side. Ends up dodging the axes. And with that, he is safe. That is huge because Skywrath has no way back to the lane.
He can walk or fly, rather.
He's true. That's true. He is actually a pretty quick hero, but yeah, having to make that walk does suck.
Yeah. To make it so they aren't able to zone DNM out of the lane, so he's doing really well for himself.
Nice play by KXY there.
Yeah. Is he going to be able to grab both? He is.
He will, absolutely. Kits went to the bounty room. Actually, he has Swashbuckle. Ooh, he could have gone for it, but
I think he would have lost it. It takes a little bit to travel with the swashbuckle. I think KXY knew and he's baiting him to it.
It would have remnanted him, almost guaranteed.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one was not for you.
Gives KXY a significant advantage to plays there over there by the runes.
Yeah, double rune or double water rune, it, like, just completely resets your lane. Like, that is so huge. And now you can go get the bounty rune. He knows it's probably up. They haven't left the top lane at all. So, able to push that one in. LTH now taking a ton of damage once again. Just takes on down there to the cold feet. And they get a boar as well. All right, off to a great start in the top lane. We haven't really talked too much about this bottom lane Undying. He's actually CSing pretty well. 25 and 6. Speed, though, does get gone on. And with this, has to just back on out. He's pretty tanky, though. Has the soul ring working towards the mana boots. I'm a little bit surprised he's going mana boots. I usually go the phase boots when I play this like off lane Undying, but maybe he's opting to go for like more of a supporty build, like into the mech, along those lines. Keep his team alive.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well. It's always possible that he changes his mind in the next like minute here. Ooh, he's gotta be careful. Enchantress unfortunately wasn't able to connect that Centaur Stomp, but definitely dive him there if they're able to.
Top rotation. KXY comes in here on the Void Spirit and just gets himself a freebie there onto the Ancient Apparition. 6-minute runes are coming though, and Kits won't get lucky on the top one, and bottom gets contested. It's a haste rune that's just going to be taken by the Enchantress, so he's just not having a good time with runes this game.
No, he is not.
Oh,
losing these
speed.
50-50s.
Yeah, that was a hasted Enchantress, sir. Stuck around just a little bit too long. And we'll finally go down, and that's a big one for Yuma. That'll give him a lot of space to work with.
Yeah, well. Nice that Enchantress ends up giving that one up to him.
Salves
So
really do hit different on a Morphling.
They truly do. Back up to full HP off of just that. Everyone's sitting on the network.
Ooh, DNM top
Morphling
lane. They aren't going to go for it. KXY did have like the double Astral Step if he wanted to go for the dive, but I think they were a little bit afraid of Kit's TPing up. He actually just didn't have the mana, actually.
Yeah. There's just to be a little bit careful. Doesn't end up committing forward with a rocket barrage there on Gyrocopter, though.
All right, actually, Kits has mana boots now. He can basically contest anyone. Ooh, but gets scouted by the Wild Wing Ripper, so unable to go bottom. Has to head back mid.
Actually, you're right. This is bizarre. They've got two sets of mana boots already. They have one on they have one on their position 3 and their position 2.
Yep.
Strange.
I mean, Pango pretty much almost always goes for mana boots because he just uses so much mana, and mana just turns directly into farm for this guy. But yeah, on the Undying, it's like this hero drastically needs armor, like really badly needs armor. So I'm a little bit surprised that he doesn't opt for it. We might see him like disassemble, go back for the phase boots, but for now, yeah. A little bit interesting build. I mean, he's still CSing well, he's still farming well, he's doing okay. Mid lane, Kits actually commits the Rolling Thunder to try and contest the rune, but Merlin gets it bottom instead. He just can't catch a break.
I mean, sometimes unlucky. Sometimes you just don't win the 50-50s on the power runes. You know, if you were better mid, you would have won those 50-50s.
Like Quinn?
Yeah. But always wins those 50-50s. Skill issue, right?
Just skill issue, yeah.
Oh, actually taking a lot of damage here on KXY. He does have double Astro Step available, so he's able to get away from Kits if he wants to, but took a lot of damage there. A little bit more than he had to, I feel.
Much more even lane stage than what we've seen in the last couple games, right? Like, this is incredibly close. Yeah. 2-2, 9 minutes, almost no gold advantage. And all the cores are pretty dang even.
Yeah. We're probably not going to see much action for the next little bit as well. I mean, probably up until you have defused the blade on the Pango, then this is
oh, that is a Lance of Pursuit.
Yeah, that's a nice find, to be sure.
I wonder if he just He's going to hold on to it himself. Eventually, it'll end up into the hands of the Pango, as that is one of the best Pango items.
Yep.
Smoke gonna get popped. And Kits, oh man, he's feeling pretty annoyed right now as the Enchantress spoils his fun as he wanted to try and find a kill onto the Beastmaster, and he has to head back mid.
Speaking of mid, KXY is just trying to put damage into this tier 1 while everyone's away. Kids comes back in though. Harasses KXY a little bit for that one. There's no way that he goes for the Rolling Thunder, man.
He's just trying to force the Astral Step is all.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. KXY. He has to just. I was like,
oh.
He's. Oh, Kits is guessing. Ends up forcing both Astral Steps.
Very nice.
But bottle refill will at least give him a little bit of HP to play with. This is what I was talking about, man. This Pango spam, this harassment that comes out from this hero is really difficult for the Void Spirit to deal with at this point in the game.
He's gonna go for it.
Yeah, he absolutely
he knows
is.
that he has very little Astral Steps. He got one more that he can do, and he's got Dissimulate in a couple of seconds. Now he tries to go back around for some of these other heroes, but he's taking a lot of damage from these tower shots. Actually, just has to peace out.
He's like, all right, maybe I went a little bit too far.
Yeah, maybe not.
I mean, he did force two other heroes to the mid lane, though.
Yeah. He forced 2 Astral Steps at first as well. He forced a third one as Void Spirit finishes running away, so he'll only have 1 for whatever lane he ganks, and it looks like it's going to be top. So he wants to make something out of this rotation back to the fountain.
Yeah, they've got the Roar available. We just saw him pick up the Hood of Defiance as well, or I'm sorry, Helm of the Dominator as well. DNM clears up the Hawk behind the tower. AV1 just gets level 6, so they actually have to be a little bit careful and respect the damage that can come out from this Ancient Apparition. Merlin with the TP in, looking for his target with the missile, but the Roar comes out, it catches the Undying. The Mystic Player is there, and he is gone. Good night speed. Merlin not level 6 yet. The Astral Step on out as Kits is here to try and join the fight. They actually don't have the chase. They bring everyone to the top side here on 5RATFORCESTAFF and find absolutely nothing. Meanwhile, Yuma is just having free farm bottom.
Yeah. He's to do whatever the hell he wants down here, and looks like what he wants is he's got Falcon Blade, he's built Morbid Mass, now he's going into to Yasha. I'm, again, not a big fan of this casual Yasha thing, but this seems to be just what he does. Because he feels like this is one of the more efficient ways of running.
I think it's because it's like always like something that you can turn into a better item, right? It's either going to be Manta or S and Y.
This is true. I mean, Manta style is probably going to be important in this game.
Yeah.
As and Y is not bad either. Be able to take off like Frostbite a little bit quicker. He's getting run down now by the Undying, but
he went
drums. Him back.
Interesting. Top lane, there was a smoke that came out. They're obviously looking for the Beastmaster. The Enchantress is here, kind of showing herself first. Gets with a Rolling Thunder. They will find the Enchantress, but there it is. Oscar Ice Blast comes through as well. He is in a lot of trouble, but a nice stomp comes through. Big swashbuckle, but dodged down by KXY, and LTH just burned by the Merlin Gyrocopter. As now it's going to be onto KXY to try and escape this, and I'm pretty sure... Oh, wait, he has one more Astral Step. He needs to be very careful. Do they have a missile? Not for 3 more seconds, but Kits and DNM, they are chasing. He's got a dagger in one. That's going to give him the vision, but Dissimulate away. Kits with the swash doesn't find the kill. A long chase, but somehow Morphling died bottom.
Somehow Morphling died bottom.
I think he just... No, he just got decayed. He was just morphing all the way down and got decay soul ripped from Fog.
Oh shit, you're right. Sorry, I see like AA is level 7 at the moment. I just assumed the Ice Blast connecting with him.
Yeah, he's 440 on speed, no points in Tombstone. So I just don't. He just didn't expect to get soul ripped. I think for that much damage.
Yeah, soul ripped and decayed like for that much. Yeah.
Now he has the decay damage talent. So Undying's actually about to start taking off in terms of farm. Oh, and he gets one of the best items, the Occult Bracelet. It did just get nerfed, so it's 3 all stats instead of 5, but that mana regen does wonders on this hero. Big rotation bottom, LTH and Oscar, the Roar and Mystic Flare. We saw before how much it can do. He drops the Tombstone, but there it is. The Roar is there, and once again, he will go down. LTH trades here. Merlin will find the kill once again.
Yeah, it looks like they might try to put some damage in this tier 1 in the bottom while they're all down here. Oscar not able to pursue as, you know, Cromber is still now on a cooldown, so yeah. Easy tower.
I think Diffusal's done.
Yeah, it is. It's being put out tickets right now. Yep. He's going to be spamming out this onto enemy heroes even more than he was before.
I actually do have a smoke to play with. I think they're just going to look for the rune here. They will find it. Kid's just going to try and bottle himself back up. But with that ward, they actually do see his Diffusal get delivered. They will smoke up anyway.
Yeah. I mean, you just want to be able to spam this out into enemy heroes as soon as you get it. Like, not only is the damage massive, but also slows down their farm if you just completely burn out their mana.
Yeah.
I don't know about going up top, you guys. Not much to find over there.
They're hoping to find the Morphling, I think, but he is definitely in the triangle, trying to play safe. Enchantress, you do not tank those ancient creeps as much as you think you do. But PA gets rotated on. Ice Blast. It's going to connect. It doesn't, just barely. They jump the gun on it. And Yuma stunned up once, stunned up twice. The call down comes through, but it's time to bail as the rest of the team comes through. KXY's got a DD rune. They lose the Enchantress. Speed is here. They burned all of Void Spirit's mana. He's just completely out. They get the kill with ease, and now Yuma still trying to hold his ground here on the backside. They get the Scarab Mage as well. Yuma goes in aggressively. He needs to be careful. The Roar there to make some space, but just gets blown apart. Merlin almost dying to the creeps again, but okay. What looked like a pretty rough trade initially as they lose the PA. They end up getting 4 in return.
Yeah, this Pango just pumping out damage out of the Diffusal Blade stuff. You just stop him spamming his skills. Like, this guy actually just has to be the one to go down. We talked about how good Kids is on this hero. And yes, he has a lot of the assists, but again, it was mostly his damage in that last team fight.
Undying did a ton of work too, and he is level 10, actually the #1 net worth of this game.
Talking up speed again, I see, Ricky.
He's got the shard, man. This is when this hero gets really strong.
I believe you. You're not talking up his game lead videos.
Oh, Yuma gets clipped by the Ice Blast. They have the missile coming through as well. They will not chase him, I think. And instead, we'll just back off, try and secure more damage onto the tower. Yeah, Flesh Golem cooldown is so much better once you have the shard. It's so nice. All right, smoke up from SG. To hit into the triangle once again. They're like, maybe we'll find PA again, but the rest of the team is here, and AB1's going to be the first target instead. Call down, the missile coming through. Speed drops the Tombstone. It doesn't hit anything. They're still going to chase, though, up onto the high ground. PA will be there to help clean it up.
They both lose support. Well, up in the top lane, he's continuing to get closer to his Helm of the Overlord on Beastmaster. Actually might put a decent amount of damage into this tier too.
Yeah, actually, he definitely will. And he pretty much has the Helm of the Overlord.
Yeah. Undying comes in. He's forced to back up on all his units. Another shawls for each team. Balancing all things.
Love to see it. Philo Stone. I like to refer to that as the money orb. I think Ancient Apparition is going to be pretty happy about that.
Yep. The old Midas builder. It's a little bit easier to farm on this hero than it used to be, though, thanks to how they reworked, thanks to the Aghanim Shard.
Yeah, the shard is so good at being able to farm. The Philosopher's Stone is kind of like the we have Midas at home type of thing.
Yeah.
Lines being drawn. Speed actually committed Flesh Golem top. I don't know what for. I'm guessing the Beastmaster, but he didn't catch anything. So no flesh golem's huge. This is like the damage from that ability is pretty nuts. Of course, they're gonna try and maybe make a play here with Kits. He just got his blink dagger delivered. He also has a regen rune bottled up. They're gonna go mid lane. Missile is there. The blink comes in. Ice blast does connect with the missile. Goodbye.
Oh,
Perfect timing from 5RAT on that one.
I mean, this was not easy to do. We were talking about, you know, the lack of catch that they have for this Void Spirit. You needed the blink dagger in order to make this happen.
Yep.
And yes, they did make it happen.
I told you, man, I said the only way these ice blasts become like actually secured is if you get a blink on Kits and they time it up perfectly. They have a great ward sentry scouting the whole backside of these heroes. He'll get out on one. That missile definitely not going to connect, but Kits, he's still looking. He will see the Enchantress, and it's just a matter of time before he gets her. Yep, there's going to be the inhibit. Shield crash on forward. Yuma actually takes down DNM in the bottom lane. That's pretty huge. Swashbuckle in one. Another missile coming through with the shard. Should clean it up. Oh, she gets off with the... Okay, never mind. Goodbye, Pango. They just get the roar, the burst damage there from KXY, and now AB1's on the run. From one side of the map to the other.
Yeah, besides you just Astral Step right through that cold feet. Doesn't want to be slowed down.
Wait a minute. Ice Blast back the other way. Speed. He's caught by the cold feet. KXY, one more decay and he dies, but instead he's going to turn around onto the Enchantress, trying to chase her down, but she is just a little bit too fast. Trying to keep himself alive with this soul rips constantly, and instead they're just going to turn their attention, take down that Black Dragon, give themselves that extra 250 gold. Did you see what happened bottom? How did the PA die?
Well, that was just to the Skywrath Mage and Yuma.
Okay.
I think he just gets like silence and bursts it down with magical damage. I mean, you have to keep in mind he's got a lot of agility. And yes, you don't build E-Blade anymore, but the damage amp that you get just with the Arcane Seal is actually quite a bit. So.
Yeah, he doesn't have BKB yet. He's still pretty far.
Yeah.
Actually, he's not that far. He'll get there in just about, what, 1,300 gold, 1,400 gold?
Yeah. Exactly.
Super close game. So this is what we were hoping for. Games 1 and 2, a little bit of a blowout. Game 3, very even from both of these teams. Again, the net worth difference is 60 gold. Like, it is so close.
Yeah. It is.
How do you feel about Speed going for like this Holy Locket drums build? It's pretty interesting. Like the Soul Rips actually just do a lot. And he went for the Soul Rip heal talent as well. Enchantress. Uh-oh.
You hate to see it. Oh.
Oh no. Oh man. You just can't do anything but laugh because it's just so funny. She's like, hold on, let me force staff to the low ground. And the missile's like, well, that ain't gonna stop me. Mid lane once again. Blink into the Ice Blast. It connects. He's able to get the Dissimulate plus the Astral Step 1, Astral Step 2 Kits. He's not satisfied. He's gonna continue. He just swashbuckles in, then comes the missile to finish him off. Put the Atos into the Mystic Flare, but a full heal from Speed. Okay.
Yep. The Holy Locket and that Soul Rip ends up, like basically topping him back up.
Into Roshan.
Can't turn them around.
He's got a DD. Oscar did take the tier 2 in the top side. Do they have Flesh Golem? He does. All right, so this is a free Rosh. Anytime Undying gets like Shard and Tombstone, he can just take Roshan.
So those zomboys.
Yeah, there's a lot. And they take 2 hits from Roche, so you just like, you never kill it. It just like, it'll never live.
Yeah. Well, things trying to clear out the Tombstone as well, but Swashbuckle. Make sure it's his life takes that disarm.
Oscar on the top side. He is under a ward. They're thinking of going, but DNM. Oh, he gets vision for a moment. There's no way he gets the kill though. Gets the TP out just in time.
Just TP out, which is actually pretty easy for the heroes on SG, because again, severe lack of disables. It's just Homing Missile and Rolling Thunder, actually. I mean, Cold Feet too, but they have nothing to actually keep you in place with the Cold Feet.
honestly, the shard the shard for homing missile might be one of like the coolest shards in the whole game. I love that ability. It is so neat.
That one came from like Aghanim's Labyrinth, right?
I don't know if it came from Aghanim's Labyrinth or if I don't know which one came first, like the chicken or the egg scenario. It's like I don't know which one. Blink up onto the high ground immediately. Kits just gets silenced, but again, he feels pretty tanky. DNM tries to take down LTH. He gets him, no problem. And the match damage to burst down this Enchantress, just a matter of time. 2 support kills go in the way of 5RAT. The question is, will they get the D wards in their jungle? I think AV1 might go check the other spot in a moment, but we'll see.
Yeah. I sincerely hope he does. He's got more important things to do at the moment, though, Ricky. The man's farming up in ancient camps, okay? He's got his
stacking
shard.
ancient camps.
No, he's farming them. Certainly he's farming them.
Yeah, just stacks them for his boys.
Oh my god. I take back all the positive things I said about this guy. I can't believe he's just providing for his team instead of farming for himself.
So where do you think we are in terms of like the game's momentum? Like which team like kind of has this advantage here in the mid game? Because it's still super even.
I think we're in the same sort of scenario once we have like BKB's done. 5RAT probably has the advantage again. And we're slowly approaching that stage in the game. Everybody's on like both teams is building. Sorry, everyone on the very dire team is building.
Like BKBs and Lincolns, yeah. I mean, Roar is pretty much the big spell you have to look out for is these cores. Like if you just get roared into like Mystic Flare and stuff, you're probably dead. So it makes sense. AB1, he's trying to avoid death here in the bottom lane, but death is KXY and he has now been found. Oh, you missed the Remnant. He's gonna try and TP. He's not gonna make it. Wait, no way, he did? How did he not pop to that last Astral? I thought the Astral would pop him. All right, he's out. Easy clap.
When you're good, you're good.
Just TP.
Just TP.
So Morphling, he's got the PA morph at the moment, stealing a lot of attack speed. You gotta be careful that Undying gets caught here, but very tanky. He's got the I mean, Golem comes out, he's chasing after these heroes, gets on top of Yuma, drops a tombstone even as well. They're gonna try and continue the chase. Kits is here as well. But a lot of spells committed already from the side of 5RAT. They go for the D ward onto the high ground, and they will go ahead and grab it a second time here.
Amazing what you'll find laying around.
Now they're just gonna walk back down, pursue some of these SG heroes. They have yeah, they still have Ice Blast available. But again, it's a matter of like properly initiating onto these heroes, managing to get the jump onto them.
It's really hard to play around this bottom side of the river here because they have so many wards, right? Like they have the mid ward, they have the high ground ward, and they have the deep ward in the triangle. So playing on this side of the map is actually really dangerous for 5RAT right now.
Yes.
They're just looking for anyone call down for vision, hoping to find him. And there's the Enchantress. So the missile does come out. There's the detection. There it is. The dust comes through now that AV1 has joined the fight, but it costs you your Pango in the mid lane. Enchantress still alive for the moment, but Shen's getting broke by the creep. Kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Costing your Pango, definitely not worth it. I wanted to touch on like the builds though. He's gonna be going like Lincoln Spheres and several of these heroes on the side of they're going the opposite on these Radiant heroes. I mean, Void Spirit rather than going for a Lincoln Sphere when the only like stun you really have to worry about is the homing missile.
Just pure damage.
Going for yeah, pure damage. Just the Aghanim to be able to jump the backline, get that AA, and help the Morphling out.
Mid lane, speed, pops the BKB, almost takes down LTH. I mean, this is awkward, man. No way to cancel TPs. And that's just your first BKB. That is the 9-second BKB out from the Undying. He popped everything. Flesh Golem, Tombstone, just TPs on home.
Nope. Lincoln Sphere now done on the Phantom Assassin, by the way. finally has enough money for this one. I'm not crazy about the build, but I do feel like the Roy is an issue. Being able to drop it or have this for yourself and drop it on your teammates is big. The only issue is like, obviously the arcane bolt on the Skywrath mage. If you manage to throw one out on the Phantom Assassin, that one's just gonna pop the Lincolns.
Yeah.
But Pango finishes Lincolns at the exact same time, so now they just have 2 done.
That's pretty big. Yeah, I mean, we saw Pango. He died solo in the mid lane just because he doesn't have that Lincoln Sphere. He doesn't have any way to protect himself. We may see him go back for the Shard now that he has a Lincoln, so he can respond with roll up. But for now, it's going to be a moment before we see that next set of items coming out.
Yep. Smoke picked up on Ancient Apparition. That one's coming out, so probably looking to make a play here.
What does LTH have coming out?
Hmm?
He's got a full
He's,
BKB on the courier. Okay.
LTH?
Or sorry, Yuma. Sorry, Yuma. Yuma has a full BKB completed.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like, shit, this guy with mage kind of balling.
This guy's got money, dude. Grabs his level 20 off the tome as well. So overall, Morphling's in a great spot. He's feeling very strong right now.
Yeah, he is. Well, they smoke up looking for a play of their own. They
know the PA's bottom. I mean, they can see her clearing the wave. The Hawk's going to give them a lot of vision to play around. There's the Roar onto the Undying. He got the Flesh Golem, but once again just gets blown apart. Ice Blast will clip onto the Morphling, and he is just dead to Merlin. Oh no. Now Kit's able to join the fight, back to the fight, KXY able to take down AB1. DNM is here with his BKB as well. LTH goes down, Enchantress on the run. Kit's trying to chase. They've managed to go 3 for 3, but you got 2 big cores still alive on the side of 5RATFORCESTAFF, and they're turning their attention on over to KXY. He does have a TP, and it looks like he's gonna be safe.
Yeah. So they end up losing both the Beastmaster and the Morphling, which is kind of unfortunate. You get 2 supports. You do end up blowing up that Undying, but I think it took them a lot longer than they thought it would. A lot of that was magical damage. They went through it pretty quick because you managed to get the BKB off, but still, I do believe that you come out you're pretty happy about that one if you're on the side of 5RAT. You commit so much there on SG, and you still, manage to grab a couple more cores. That Morphling kill is worth a lot, after all. And Phantom Assassin is still just starting to ramp. She's working on the Eye of Scotty now. You're actually kind of close to it. Only like 2,100 gold off now.
Yeah,
and once you have that one, like you're playing against Skywrath Mage, Morphling, Enchantress, 3 ranged heroes. It'll be very easy to keep up with them once you have it done.
So I'm a little bit curious because Undying, he has a Blink Dagger queued up. Do you think it'd be better for him to just get a Lincoln Sphere, or is he just like get overwhelming Blink and try and tank up? Or does he need like a Hood of Defiance? Like, what is the item here for the Undying so he stops dying to this Roar?
I mean, they already have the solution to stop dying to this Roar. Then the solution is 2 Lincoln Spheres.
Oh, they found the Enchantress. She should go down here in a matter of moments if DNM can get a crit. Yeah, he does. So, it does cost you the call down, but pretty low cooldown. And they're going to go right back into Roche number 2. There is a Hawk here providing all this vision, and there it is. They will clear that one up. Speed on the front line. Kind of just standing his ground. The Tombstone doing work, but Yuma responds with his own. They're trying to just finish off the Roshan here as fast as possible. And I mean, it's going quick. Aegis and Shard on the deck. Kits with the Rolling Thunder. He's coming through just to make sure nothing happens. They will be able to secure that Roshan and back away.
Yeah.
And that's the Shard. That's pretty big. Fan of Knives, I feel like you have to take that. You're against an Enchantress. It's just pure damage as well.
Yeah, it clears out everything very quickly. Being able to like get the Enchantress that, then jump her, like the damage comes out so much quicker at that point. You don't have that untouchable slow on you. It doesn't affect you a ton because you have like actually for the bonus Phantom Strike attack speed, like this is going to tear through the Enchantress regardless, but the Phantom Knives, it's even better. Yeah, it does end up taking it.
Yeah.
Pure percentage-based damage, very good, by the way.
Yeah,
Very good.
And now has the Eye of Scotty that you were talking about. Another form of healing reduction. Fantastic game for that, as they're into both like the Enchantress and the Morphling. And DNM just feeling very safe with this Aegis in the bottom lane. They're going to try and jump onto him to start the fight, but instead they get on top of the Enchantress. DNM forced to BKB. There's going to be the break. They get the kill, trade for one. The missile's actually going to pursue Oscar on the backside of the fight, as in comes the rest of the team. They all blink forward, force the BKB out from Oscar. The Ice Blast doesn't actually clip him, but there it is. He gets him with a bash, and PA still sitting healthy. The Aegis will finally get spent here by KXY. Skywrath Mage about to chip. There it is. Now they just need to back on out. They do manage to get the morph onto that PA, but it is about to expire. And the tier 2 tower here in the bottom lane will fall, opening up that outpost, and we have finally our first real lead of the game. It has been so close for so long, but 5RAT now up 11,000 gold here at 35 minutes. Oh,
Okay, he's gonna be fine, but that bash is a little bit scary. But yeah, after these last couple of team fights, 5RAT finally pulling ahead. We do see a lot more of a back and forth this game than we did in either of the other two, like we were talking about at the beginning. It's exactly what you'd want for an upper bracket final game.
yeah, absolutely. And now Speed has his decay cooldown talent. This thing is so good. And the Blink Dagger worked, man. That last fight it owned. He just jumps right on in with the Pango, able to get on top of these heroes. It's pretty sick.
Working on the Abyssal Blade right now on kits, by the way, so looking for something a little bit easier to hold the Morphling in place with. He doesn't want to go for these, like, you know, commit Rolling Thunders and maybe get him in with a Blink Dagger afterwards. This Basher, or like Blink, like, or Swashbuckle, and having him like be bashed, getting on top of the Abyssal. That's gonna make it a lot easier than these Ice Blasts, and this Morphling I think is just gonna get completely blown up.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be like Yuma can't get the oh my gosh, yeah. I was like, Yuma can't get to the Lincoln Sphere, right? And it's like,
Yeah.
even if he does, he can just get like casually bashed or gone on by the Pango if they have vision. So it's rough. He does have that Eye of Scotty queued up just to try and tank up, give him more raw HP to work with. Just more stats in general, which he does get a lot of stats from the PA since she also went an Eye of Scotty.
Nice. Almost as, or more than halfway to the BKB for now on KXY. That one make his life a little bit easier. I've seen these heroes just get burst down with magical damage.
Mid lane, KXY just having a little bit of fun, clearing up the creep wave. All right.
I've Scotty now done on the Morphling, by the way, so he's a lot tankier than he was before. Doesn't need to attribute shift over to strength at all. And it's Aeon Disc now for the Ancient Apparition, harder to jump in the back line. So both these teams completing some big items.
Ooh, a Timeless Relic. That is huge for KXY if he takes it. He's got a lot of spell damage.
I just one of the top tier 4 neutral items for sure.
Dude, that item is just like, there's like almost never a bad game for a Timeless Relic.
Yeah. Telescope just picked up as well. I imagine you'll hold that on the Skywrath Mage, if not the Enchantress. Right?
Probably. I would assume so. Both those items kind of just sitting at base for right now. Ooh, a counter Timeless Relic for the Dire. I'm curious which of them decide to take this. It's probably honestly just Gyro.
Gyro.
I mean, increases stun duration, but I don't know. Havoc Hammer, a little bit underwhelming. Oh, they're gonna keep it on Pango. All right, so they just want him to have it. Oh, Rolling Thunder. Actually, he gets the roll up off in the top lane. Kids is gonna survive. Can he actually get the bash? He does onto Yuma, the one that he wants. The BKB about to expire. The blink forward, able to just chain stun him down. And the question is, can he escape? He gets the Stormcrafter, but there's no shot.
Yeah. He is dead. Your Morphling is gone for 80 seconds. He's got no buyback available either, and they're just going to start running down this top lane creep wave. Well, one single melee creep behind the Phantom Assassin. That'll be enough to disable backdoor protection. I'm not sure they'll be able to blow up this tower with this.
They should be able to. Like, DNM is super tanky.
Oh, wow, he's actually, incredibly strong. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, KXY is going to, say, all right, you killed my Morphling, can't fight into you. I'll just pressure your bottom wave.
Yeah, he feels very
Looking to
safe.
force people back with this. I think you keep going here.
Oh, they actually see Oscar mid lane. Oh, he needs to be careful. They do have a ward on the high ground, though, that does scout this, and they even get the D ward.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You threw an AA blast out hoping we connect someone for vision. Did end up following it off, so just went off the map.
Speed. Oh, super aggressive tombstone, but a great blink forward. They get the Beastmaster. BKB was still on cooldown.
Losing Enchantress too.
Yeah, that is 3 big kills as DNM just gets a triple.
Oh no, this is a disaster.
They lost that ward on the high ground and had no idea they were getting collapsed on because there was still this ward behind this tier 2 mid. It just gave them all the vision they needed, and now you're just staggered on death timers.
Yeah, they have to know this one is here. They placed this sentry ages ago, sort of nearby it, but just a little bit too far away. They have to know though. I mean, we saw them almost coming onto the Beastmaster earlier.
I don't know, man. That is a DD on DNM. As he's just gonna start laying into this tier 3 tower. Yuma is here, we'll steal some stats. And with that, they'll back on out. Ooh, wait a minute, there's an Ice Blast coming across the base. That's gonna hit 2 big heroes. The swashbuckle on through. KXY ends up going in, pops the BKB, does manage to get on top of one, but Skywrath Mage is gone. DNM, he ends up turning around. He's gonna try and stay on top of KXY, but he gets out with the Astral Step, and now turning their attention over to the tier 3 tower is gonna be Speed. Fortification does come out.
Titanic completed now on the Phantom Assassin. There's really not much. I thought she might just like YOLO and jump in with a double damage when the Titanic completed. Yeah. Roshan gonna respawn in the next 20 seconds, by the way.
Yeah, it's a pretty dang quick. Who do you think takes a Spell Prism? I mean, it's either gotta be like Undying or Ancient Apparition. I mean, maybe Kits wants it for himself, but Timeless Relic is just so important.
Yeah, hard. I think you take it on Kits. Cooldown reduction, I think, is more important than.
Yeah, they give it an Undying.
Really?
Yeah, Undying's got it. I mean, it's pretty big. He has almost like he has over 50% uptime on Flesh Golem now. Decay is like 1.8 seconds. It's pretty good.
I really thought they would value the CDR on the Tango. Being able to get those spells off, like, it's like again and again.
Oh, yeah.
The more you spam Swashbuckle, the more better things are.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true. That's English, I believe. Speed does really love mana regen, though, too. And that's one of the parts about this item that's like a little undervalued. Like a lot of people, I think, undervalue is 4 mana regen is a lot.
Yeah, they've nerfed this item so many times. Like, the cooldown reduction was higher, the stats were higher, the mana reduction was higher. What's the mana regen
Mana, I think,
higher?
was always 4. That's the one component I don't think has changed.
Yeah, the other two have.
Rolling Thunder, Kit's just looking for his target. He just goes right on in, doesn't care. He's going to find the Enchantress, but on the low ground, they see Yuma. Roar does catch Speed. The question is, will he be able to survive? Just gets blown up, but in comes DNM. The disarm, though, from the Halberd doing work. Merlin survives thanks to the Aeon Disc. The question is, who's getting who? Like, AB1 goes down to Yuma. DNM is in deep, does manage to take down the Skywrath, and KXY will survive as well. They've got to get more out of this on 5RAT as Yuma's just picked apart the whole backline. Kit's silenced up, in trouble. The Remnant's going to catch him. Pango is dead. 4 for 1. SG take a phenomenal fight right in front of Roche. They're turning it around.
Yeah, are they going to go right into the pit?
That's an Axe, too.
Yeah, game turning on its head. This is going to even up the net worth. I mean, this is probably going to be like a 10k swing right here once you... More than that, maybe, once you consider the Agdom Blessing.
I mean, I said earlier, this Undying cannot afford to go down first, and he keeps going down first.
I mean, he's got to be the one who stands in front. Nobody else can. If the Pango goes down first, they lose the fight. The Phantom Assassin, I think, is like carrying them as far as damage goes at this point. Ended up doing 4,700 in the last team fight, but eventually she just cut her losses. They just got too separated in that last fight.
Yeah.
I mean, Morphling is amazing at jumping the back line at this point with the, I think at this point, yeah, he's double waveform charges.
Did he just sell? Oh my god. So greedy. Morphling sold his Ags, used the Roshan one, and now bought a Silver Edge.
Cash money, baby. That's a position 1 privilege.
Yeah.
Morphs into the Phantom Assassin. Man, you lose so much attack speed.
Yeah. It's 20% of your agility
And 70
plus 70
speed.
attack speed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 20% of all of your stats, but like, it's a lot.
Yeah.
And just like that, yeah, let's take a look at the graph. It was at one point literally 20,000, almost on the dot.
Yeah,
So
10k gold swing there. 95% win probability for the last team fight. Things getting a lot more even all of a sudden. Again, this is what we want from the best of. This is what we want for the upper bracket finals. We don't want no quick 2-0s. All these people being very careful, though. Everyone on the side of 5RAT saving for buyback, even though pretty close to some key
DNN actually
items.
just BKBs, he runs right into the Morphling, and that is huge.
Yeah. Was maybe a little bit trigger happy on that one there. Afraid that the whole team is going to follow up.
Quick pause here, it seems. I know,
Yeah.
I feel like Speed
Good
still
buyback
also needs a
though.
Lincoln's, but maybe I don't know, he's going for the Scythe of Ice? Is that the build here?
I think so. I mean, we talked about the lack of lockdown to actually kill these heroes. It's so difficult to get on top of this Morphling and, you know, blow them up. You have Blink Dagger and Abyssal Blade now on the Pangolier, but 3.5 seconds of Sheepstick off onto the Morph, I think, is just as good. So, yeah, I think this is a reasonable buy. They might be having a discussion right now with the BKB just being popped on this Phantom Assassin.
Okay.
That is one of the only tools that they had to make them hesitate to leave the base here. Like, you had buyback available as well. No, a little bit strange. They're ready to go again though. Actually, it looks like Ancient Apparition is going for a Sheepstick as well. They just realized that they need more lockdown. This is something we again discussed during the draft before. Was it the last pick? Ancient Apparition actually came out, right?
Yeah. I'm
No, what was the last pick again? Was it the AA?
last pick was A. Yeah, 10 pick.
Yeah.
Or 24 pick, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. 24 pick if you're a big nerd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, we were like AA last pick coming out. We're like, okay, yeah, we could have used more lockdown to deal with this Morphling. Instead, they go all in for the damage, though, and now they're kind of realizing that they need this lockdown if they don't have that burst damage. So, kind of beating themselves up over that one, I imagine. Well, maybe not beating themselves up, but you know they have to itemize in a very specific way in order to make up for those weaknesses now, and that includes going for like Blink Dagger, Abyssal Blade on the Pango somewhat early, and now Sheepsticks on multiple heroes.
Unfortunately, just kind of waiting for the unpause at this moment. There's an Arcane Rune here in the bottom lane. I mean, kind of important if you manage to get it on KXY, but dude, he is just dumping out damage now thanks to this Timeless Relic. He is super scary. And he finally did go back for that BKB, which we saw. Queuing up the Octarine next. I don't know.
Because you're barely going to use the cast range on this hero. The really important part about this is actually just like the CDR, being able to use your BKB coming off cooldown faster, your other skills being able to spam them out just a little bit more on Void Spirit. This hero is actually so annoying when you have any kind of cooldown reduction. Back when you could stack like the CDR a little bit better.
Yeah.
It was so annoying, man. He'd be like Yules on it. He'd have Astral Steps. He'd have dissimulates, and like by the time he used all his spells, he'd just be able to use it again between like the time his relic in the Octarine. Miserable stuff. Truly miserable stuff.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
I did not miss that. Puck as well. Remember when Puck just could be like permanently phase shifted?
Yeah. Do you remember when Dazzle had like 0 cooldown on like several spells?
Yeah.
Like Guardian Greaves? Like literally 0 cooldown Guardian Greaves?
It was like 20 seconds, or it wasn't 0 cooldown.
No, it was literally
like
0. It had no cooldown.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's neat.
There was a way to get like 0. There was a way to get enough cooldown reduction to where like you could just spam Guardian Greaves and like nothing could die because you're just spamming it on cooldown. Or like which is 0. You're just holding the button down.
Now they changed around his ultimate, so it's not like a percentage based. It's it cools down by seconds after you use a skill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it reduces people's armor, and it does weird stuff with items. And when you buy an Aghanim Scepter and shout Yahtzee, it removes an item cooldown on a person that you target. It's such a weird ability, man. I'm gonna keep complaining about Dazzle's ultimate, how it does like 10 different things.
I love how the general rule of thumb is no one knows what Dazzle's ultimate actually does.
Yeah. What if they just give him what if they just give him Wex instead?
Yuma. I mean, they know he's farming here. The question is, can they get the jump? Oh, he tries but doesn't connect. Pops the Silver Edge. He's actually still inside of vision, but they don't have it, and they have to back away. Did he bump into something on kits? I actually don't know.
He had neutral creep. Or you mean? I think he bumped into like.
I think he just thought he was farming higher up. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. No. Bumped into something there.
Arcane power.
Well, now it's 5RATFORCESTAFF who are really on the back foot. As this net worth has almost completely disappeared here. 47 minutes into the game.
Losing so much after just one fight. Dota's rough right now, and they're slowly chipping away at these towers, throwing some Beastmaster summons.
Yuma's got a tower.
Yeah, they don't realize. They realize now this is the real one, and they're trying to get him.
Ice Blast does connect, but he's gonna be just fine. He's not gonna shatter there.
Yeah.
If they would have gotten the shatter, it would have been kind of nice, but.
Yeah, he did. That was kind of a Chad play right there. Walking in with the one illusion and his hero. By the time they realized what he was up to, it was a little bit too late. They already lose the tier 3.
Yeah.
Net worth lead dropped down to 6K from 7K, so it was a item inside to 7.
It's staying pretty stable, but I mean, in terms of who's controlling the map, it's SG. Like, they own everything. Like, the vision that they have is massive. And you're pretty much just trapped in your base here on 5RATFORCESTAFF. At least until this Aegis is gone.
Gotcha.
Scythe of Vice now done on the Undying, and his buyback as well. So making things a little bit easier.
Maybe just a stick. No, yeah, he has Holy Locket. I don't know.
Holy Locket.
Oh, Soul Ring.
Yeah. Blink Dagger. Or sorry, was it just finished on the entire person? Yeah, Blink Dagger. You just want to be able to jump in from further away and secure himself the Ice Blast.
Either that or just be able to blink out during Aeon Disc. Yeah. Right? Like if Aeon Disc procs and he gets himself a little bit of space, he can blink after it.
Yeah, Aeon Disc and Glimmer Cape afterwards. But that means the Scythe of Vice, or his own Scythe of Vice, is going to be a little bit slower. They want to leave this base, man. They're going to walk up this hill, and Enchantress, walks away at the incorrect time.
He does get the missile out. That is going to fall. He force-staffs it forward. Enchantress force-staffs herself, but this is going to be a long chase if they want to go for it. Kits with the Rolling Thunder. They will just go ahead and settle for the Enchantress kill here. Backside of the fight, Yuma is hiding under the under Shadow Walk of that Shadow Blade. He walks in, does catch the
potentially-
PA. Wait a minute, Yuma. There's two waveforms. So
gonna go for
waveform
this?
through the missile. Oh, he just kills it. Never mind.
Goes out a missile with the illusions. So yeah, their backs against the wall. They're doing a great job, or SG's doing a great job at keeping 5RAT inside
They
their
find
base.
KXY. Oh, he astral steps right through DNM. He doesn't actually get the stun, and with that, he's able to
They can't find
survive, gets
anyone,
away.
man.
They get no one. That's the BKB on DNM. They're just too elusive. Kits with the Rolling Thunder trying to chase after them. They get the Hex actually onto Yuma. This is big. Ice Blast, it's coming through. The chain stuns, are they there? The Abyssal Blade will connect. They've got to be able to burst him down. In comes DNM. The roar is there. Yuma waveforms up onto the high ground on just a sliver of HP, but will he shatter? Oscar trying to do what he can, surviving through it all. Morphling eventually goes down, but it's the backside of the fight. KXY doing work on top of the gyro. Kits trying to take down the Skywrath Mage. For now, he's surviving, but will be able to finish him off in a couple of auto attacks. Assimilates to the other side of the fight. Astral steps up onto the high ground. AB1 with the blink to chase, but they don't get the kill. A 2-for-1.
Yeah, just barely managed to get away. That Swashbuckle connects with them. Pretty good chance he just gets bashed up by the Abyssal Blade and he ends up going down. Still, barely managed to find that Morphling there. Oh, they finally win a fight and they get to exit their base and they reclaim a little bit of the net worth lead that they lost before. Just barely managed to finish off that Morphling. He'd almost gotten out. Like, I think it was maybe last or second last tick of that Ancient Apparition Ice Blast that he got finished off on there.
Oh, blink Hex from speed. There's no follow-up to this. DNM is not there. I mean, I get this blink Hex on the Undying. It just feels a little bit weird. He's queued up the Bongo boots now to try and replace the Phase boots. Which I get. I mean, that does make sense, actually. Just have two sets of boots. Or not replace it. You're just gonna use it to get more charges for the drums. Just have two sets of boots, one for each foot, you know?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Cool stuff.
Ancient Black Dragon mid, taken down by DNM there. They actually have KXY here ready to go, but I think they're a little bit afraid to go in. Other side of the map is going to be the Enchantress here, trying to do a little bit of split pushing action. Roshan has respawned. It's the fourth one of the game. And they didn't check it.
Scanning for enemies.
The Radiant scan does come through. They don't actually connect.
It does now. So they know that they're somewhere around here. And
DNM just walks right on in. In comes the BKB, the roar. Can they actually burst down the PA is the question. It doesn't look like it. She's going to survive, but the Abyssal Blade catches the Morphling. He's going to survive, though. There's no Ice Blast on top of him. A buyback real quick from this Skywrath Mage. But again, they're trying to bring down DNM, and they've done it. The break was there. The evasion not going to save him. He's going to have to buy back. Merlin on the run, and it's going to protect him. Kits. Swashbuckle goes up onto the high ground. Yuma, no spells really left. He has to be careful. His speed here on this Undying is going to turn around, pop his BKB. But they have to use it to run. The high ground there is a little bit too scary. DNM comes in, they get the Hex onto the Void Spirit. If they can burst him down, it's gonna be huge, but DNM falls incredibly low, has to blink away, but will he survive? KXY finishes him off. That's a dieback, and Kits trying to salvage the fight. He's gonna die himself. Ice Blast comes through, does manage to clip Yuma, and that's gonna catch him. He's dead, but the buybacks are in numbers, and it's gonna be SG looking very strong as they have a massive advantage now. No heroes left really on the side of 5RATFORCESTAFF. They're gonna get themselves the fourth Roche. They bought back on almost every hero.
Yeah, this one is to the death, and they can't contest this Roshan, not without the Phantom Assassin. They have like the Undying available to buy back as well, but they're gonna rush the base now. They know that PA is dead. This is their time. I mean, the later this one goes, I think the worse off they are. If they lose Yuma again, I think they just lose the game. You need to close this one out in the next 70 seconds here.
Yeah. They're just gonna give the Ags over to Enchantress.
Yeah.
What?
And thankfully for them, they managed to break one of the tier 3s earlier, so they only have one fortification available for this defense.
Dude, I don't know if you noticed this, but Enchantress has an MKB.
Yeah, she ballin'.
She be doing damage. And then Sprunk, I mean, that's going to do a lot of damage in this fight as well. KXY goes in, manages to find AB1. Aeon is going to able to protect him. Ice Blast catches Morphling. So this should burn the Aegis, as he will shatter.
he's
The
dead.
roar comes out though, manages to get on top of the Undying, tries to Lincoln Sphere to protect him. Speed pops his BKB, pops his ult, drops the Tombstone, has a Hex, manages to catch KXY, and he goes down. Oscar, the missile, gonna connect with him as they're on the run now. Kits with his BKB trying to do work, but the Mystic Flare takes down the Gyrocopter. Speed, Lincoln's will protect him once again as he will be able to back his way up into the base, but Yuma staying on top of these lanes of barracks, trying to clear these ones out and close out this game. They have to be careful though. Ice Blast coming off cooldown in 7 seconds. Speed has the Blink Hex, looking for his target once again. He gets... Can they actually bring him down though? Ice Blast with the bash. It does connect with the Force Staff. It dodges it out, and now Undying in the worst spot. It's going to be a dieback.
120 seconds. I mean, they've got the Phantom Assassin again, but without the Undying, they're losing a huge tool. They need someone to like dangle in front and set up these other kills for, or like set up these fights for. And that Speed, I'm not sure they're gonna be able to do it. They do back up now on the Morphling. They're super afraid to lose him. They know if he goes down, he already bought back. They just lose this game. So they played it as safe as possible. But we're up 20k net worth at 1 point for 5RATFORCESTAFF, and have 17k advantage for SG.
Absolutely.
This game has turned on its head completely.
Yeah, it definitely has. All 5 buybacks expended from 5RAT, which is just going to be such an issue for them taking any of these next fights. Like, they know no one can get back into this game. I mean, that being said, I guess you can just buy out your items. You know, that is the one silver lining. You don't have to hold your buyback again.
Yep.
But Beastmaster providing so much vision up on the side of this map here with these Hawks.
Yeah, you're gonna be aware the moment they leave their base. Thanks to all these.
Dude, that Force Staff on the Morphling is so huge.
Just outside up to the high ground. And whose Force Staff was that?
It was the Enchantress.
A Hurricane Bike.
Smoke up. Swift Blink finished up on Morphling. He's also got bots too, just for good measure, but they just want to go for the wraparound here. They do see Merlin. I mean, the Hawks, again, they see the whole right side of this base.
Yep. Yeah, just walked right into them. He's gonna go for it on you.
Couple more auto attacks. They do manage to get it.
Immediately afterwards. Yeah.
They do have a fort still.
Yeah, they're chipping away at this thing now. Doing it as slow as possible. You're gonna have to make a movement. You can't just let Enchantress get away with this.
Well, they're gonna try.
There
They
you
jump
go.
onto the Enchantress. The break is there. The BKB comes out from DNM, and they will be able to get themselves a kill. Kid's playing a little ping pong in the corner. So they get something. They manage to push SG out for the moment, but is it enough, man? You're still down
start
2
back.
lanes of barracks now.
The answer is no. The Enchantress is not enough. It's so hard. I mean, you still have Fortify available, but again, they're chipping away at the 0 regen range racks. It's hard, man. Morphling's now gotten back. He's completely bought out.
Bounty.
Yeah, level 29. I don't think anything's gonna happen for the next couple of minutes here. In fact, we might even see them wait for the next Roche. They're playing this as careful as possible. Next Roche would mean that you have buybacks off of cooldown, and given that Yuma's right now on the opposite side of the map, it could happen. Though he does have Boots of Travel too, so if a fight breaks out, he can be right on top of one of his allied heroes in just 2 seconds.
Smoke up from 5RAT. They're trying to find a way outside of their base, but it's not easy. Ward sentry placed on the high ground, but the Hawk is there, and that means they know. They know exactly that there is someone here, so they will just back away on SG. They do not want to risk it. So we are just about to approach that 60-minute mark, neph. Dude, I feel like we've had a lot of 60-minute games in this tournament so far.
We really have. Which is unfortunate for me.
Yeah, did you have something you wanted to do today, neph?
Yeah. We'll talk about that later.
Oh, no.
Refresher orb now completed on the Beastmaster.
It's a good one.
Yep. Double roar, double BKB. You miss the old axes, by the way.
I actually
old
really
axe
like the new
making
Ags on Beastmaster.
Like the
I think
drums of Slum.
it's so cool. It's so cool. Fallen Sky and Stygian Desolator, two pretty decent drops here. The Book of Shadows. That's a good save. Oh, they managed to get on top of Merlin, but the Aeon Disc will protect him. There's going to be the Glimmer Cape. Kits. They're just trying to remove the vision advantage here from SG, but it is so difficult with these Hawks. They will find the Enchantress, though. The Abyssal Blade, she's gone.
Yeah. Now the rest of the team has to turn tail and run, but yeah, the Book of Shadows pickup, that is a big one.
Oh, Yuma finds Merlin. He knows he doesn't have the Aeon Disc, but instead he just goes in to get the Abyssal Blade. The Ice Blast. Yuma has to get away. He's going to be able to, I think, for the moment, but Merlin not going to be as lucky as KXY will find that one. Kits will chase him. He's going for it, using the Fallen Sky and everything. The BKB's force. He actually manages to survive on the Morphling, has the cheese, will be able to come back with full HP and mana.
Yeah, that one is so scary.
If that PA has Stygian instead of this Witchblade, that hero is just dead.
Yeah, but you have to keep in mind that you're dealing with like what, you have Ghost Scepter on that here. Do you have Ethereal Blade? No, you don't have Ethereal Blade. You're playing against a Ghost Scepter on Skywrath Mage, so maybe he just wanted to hold on to it for that Dispel.
Oh boy, that's a Pirate's Hat. Yeah. I mean, is Pirate's Hat even that good on the Morphling? He's hold on to a Giant's Ring at the moment.
He doesn't need the Pirate's Hat. He's already got max attack speed pretty much.
Yeah.
You attack once every, what, 0.31 seconds at the moment? You'd rather have the free pathing and whatnot from the Giant's Ring rather than like a little bit more attack speed from the Pirate Hat.
It's a ton of movement speed too, right? 50 movement speed, works with boots to travel too. He's basically just like, I mean, he is hasted once he uses Swift Blink. Seer Stone for Dire.
Yeah, who's taking the Pirate's Hat anyways?
I don't think anyone takes it. Oh, that's a pretty big one.
Mirror Shield. Enchantress.
Yeah, Yuma's going to hold on to the Mirror Shield. Maybe give the Giant's Ring on over to Oscar. Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do.
Enchantress is sending out the Pirate's Hat right now. I mean, you are basically a carry.
Oh, yeah, she is, huh? She is basically a carry.
Yeah. She messed up the channeling for the bounty rune on Enchantress. No good.
Well, Dire unable to get into their jungle and really claim some of these like tier 5 items, and it might cost them a little bit. Because this next fight's gonna come fast. DNM in the mid lane needs to be a little bit careful. Oscar hiding in the trees here. Morphling trying to get some vision as well. But the Dire, they do know what's going on. All right, he's gonna turn himself into the Undying. He's got himself a ton of stash resistance to work with now. Plus the Mirror Shield. He's gonna be very difficult to bring down. There's the blink. He gets the roll up, but there's going to be the roar to follow, and Oscar does have that refresher. A second roar to follow. Will be able to do it, but they managed to catch the Skywrath Mage on the backside, and Kits, he's in anyway. They turn it around. The Beastmaster is going down. They're going to buy back onto, finds the Enchantress. Glimmer Cape trying to protect her. Do they have detection? They don't for the moment. She's actually out. Meanwhile, AB1 manages to survive everything that these heroes were doing on the backside. KXY gets the blink. Trying to chase after him. They've got the vision from the Seer Stone. KXY on the run. The missile's going to chase him. That's going to chase him for a while. It's definitely going to kill him. Oh, the Lincoln speed.
Oh, Lincoln's blocked.
Oh, he mixed his decay.
Oh, no, he gets away.
He does get away. That's huge. Other side of the fight. And they're back. They actually TP'd up to the top tower.
They still can't connect with anyone. Oh my god, these buybacks.
Well, they have a gem now on speed after that one. As he just backpacks the phase boots. He's like, all right, I got boots of bearing. Maybe I don't need the phase boots. They're almost to a Wraith Pact on the Gyro. Is that 6th Roshan of the game? It's dead. That is Roshan number 6.
Yikes.
Dude, that had to be an almost instant respawn, I think. Merlin, Aeon just got procced. He's dead. Just Yuma. Oh my god. Takes down AB1 as well. Turns his headshot over to Speed. 3 down. They do have the reincarnation, though, that will protect him. DNM gets his BKB off, looking for these heroes. See if he can get on top of Oscar. That's going to be a dieback if he can. Yuma on the backside needs to be careful as well. There's going to be the buyback on the Ancient Apparition, but they don't have Ice Blast to do much with it. DNM falling low. Pops that Fate of Knives. Trying to do it again. The Hex comes out onto the Void Spirit, but can they actually take down Yuma? That's going to be an Aegis. DNM turns his attention over to the Enchantress, trying to hobble away. The heals coming through from this Undying. The disarms are there, but Yuma staying with them up onto the high ground, gets the kill. He's got the buyback. There's Aurora catching this Pango, but can they bring him down? They do. Buybacks galore from both teams. But another one fight here for the side of SG.
I mean, you take down one of these heroes at the moment, you just win the game. Pango does have buyback. I think he's bringing this one out.
Holding up the Hex. They find KXY, but can they bring him down? The Abyssal Blade connects. They do get him, but they also get their hands on top of the Enchantress. She's gone. Oscar as well. It's just swung the other way.
They blow up all these heroes instantly. Now you have 2 heroes on the other team that don't have buyback. For another 5 minutes right now, they're not going to have Beastmaster for this next fight. And Yuma, he's going to have to try to wrap this one. That's exactly what he tries to do. Sends his illusions down to the bottom racks. They're going to be wise to this one now. He goes back to his side of the base.
Speed does have buyback and now an overwhelming blink.
DD could be big. You find Merlin? Yeah, this guy
You see DNM? He's got himself a divine.
You see Merlin? Because I don't.
I don't either. I don't know what happened to him. Dude, how do they not have their tier 5 items yet? No one's been able to clear clear jungle creeps because they're too busy dealing with waves. But yeah, DNM, Divine Rapier, finished up. Yeah. I mean, this is really the Hail Mary. I don't know if it's going to be enough, though.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you die now, with a buyback at this point in the no buyback at this point in the game, you basically just lose anyway. So you might as well buy the Divine at this point in order to blow up these heroes just a little bit faster.
54 seconds before the Beastmaster comes up. You have buybacks on 2 still available, but they're not going to be able to force them. And that's really what 5RATFORCESTAFF needs to do. 4 buybacks burnt on their own team in this last engagement.
They don't make anything of this, though. They don't take advantage of the fact this Beastmaster is still dead. This is going to cost them. They instead move back to their side of the map and try to take defensive fight again. I don't know. I feel like you need to make something happen at the moment. SG, they're going up against the wall. Once they mega creeps, these waves are going to start shoving in naturally.
They did get an Ex Machina on the PA, so that's going to be double BKB, double Abyssal, double Satanic. I mean, double Link, it's all pretty good.
If you have mana for everything.
I mean, she has a kind of a mana-heavy build, right? Lincoln's and Iascati.
You do have a lot of stats with this one, but keep in mind, BKB costs 50 mana, Ex Machina costs 350 mana now. You do run a risk of just running out in these fights, depending on how much you're spamming.
Yeah.
Especially with this, Aghanim Scepter and Aghanim Shard. Like, you're using all these spells, like, off of cooldown, and they all reset.
Yeah, the last item that dropped there is the Force Boots, and that's going to be on the Gyrocopter, so going to try and keep himself alive.
Yep. No need for your tranks anymore, but he's gonna hold on to them now.
Gotcha.
So both teams playing up their side of the map. This is a defensive game of Dota 2.
Neph, we are hitting. I don't know if you've looked at the time recently, but it's 69 minutes into the game.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, just had to. You don't get to say that very often, you know.
Well, you think we'll hit Roche number 8 or Roche number 10 this game?
I mean, Roche number 8 could happen. Well, we're on Roche number 7 now, right?
Yep, that's right. Rolling Thunder, they're gonna try to catch this this Void Spirit, but they don't want to pursue any further than that. They're in the corner of the map, very far away from the rest of their team, and I feel like Boots of
Oh,
Travels and Shrines.
Fight in the mid lane. They get the Hex onto the Enchantress. She's taking a lot of damage and fast, but the Aeon Disc will protect her. Undying, actually keeping himself alive thanks to the BKB. These cooldowns just doing work. They will be able to find their first kill. The Blink, refresh out. Kits continuing the chase here. The Fallen Sky doing something, but all they've lost is a gem and the Enchantress again. I don't know how many times I feel like...
gonna go rat.
No, they're gonna find KXY potentially. Yeah, you're right. Yuma working on the rat, trying to get the ranged, or gets the range barracks, trying to get the melee barracks, but fortification will protect it. Yuma doing what needs to be done. Oh, he has the gem. He just double waveforms away. He's like, I'm out.
Ice Blast doesn't end up connecting with anybody. Oh, I see. He throws out the Tracer and nothing along with it, so they don't know that he's wasted Ice Blast.
Oh, he's got the
That's
drums of
what you
Slom, dude. They did give it to the
I'm
Beastmaster.
I'm slomming.
I love this axe. It's so cool.
This is ridiculous. She's tough.
Well, bottom lane, the catch speed. Does get the
He's just
reincarnation. But they're going to try and look for more. The triple call down, trying to scout them out. LTH needs to be careful. Ice Blast not going to connect. He's looking for other heroes in the trees. He doesn't find them. Yuma is out. Tries to connect. They're just searching for anything, but DNM's the one that's in trouble. They actually get the roar out onto this Undying, and he's gone. His buyback is available. He's going to come right back into this one. Yuma trying to hobble away here, but DNM, he's got to be careful. He's got this Divine Rapier. LTH falls low. They do get the kill, but Yuma, he's out of mana. He's burned completely. His buyback's available. Oscar stunned up next to his tombstone. He can't keep himself alive as there's going to be the hammer to come through from Kits. He's TPing back to the mid lane. They've got to deal with these, get these pushed in, but 3 heroes dead. No buyback on the Beastmaster. They've got to force the issue here.
That's exactly what they're going to do. They're just running down the lanes at this point.
In trouble mid lane.
Right
They've caught him. That's a dieback. They thought he was safe, but the damage from this Enchantress, man, it is ridiculous now.
Yeah, he's got buyback. Oh god, not for another minute and 40 seconds, so he's basically dead for this entire time.
Oh, Blink onto the Enchantress. The Hex comes out. Triple call down. Doing some work. Tombstone is there. They're going to buy back on this Skywrath Mage. Missile will connect onto the Enchantress. They don't want to chase. More buybacks forced, this time out of the Radiant. There it is. I mean, here's the thing. 5RATFORCESTAFFs, their buybacks are coming off cooldown here outside of the Undying, who just spent his. It's kind of a reverse scenario here.
Unfortunately, they're not going anywhere other than back into their base.
Yeah, not wrong.
And the Void Spirit's buying Dagon levels now. It replaces the Witchblade with this one. Makes sense.
Yeah, you got to get some more damage here.
First damage.
That is just the gem on the deck. Okay.
Very nice. He's going to pass that one on. Who to give that one to? Okay, give it to the Skywrath Mage. But yeah, level 4 Dagon now completed on the Void Spirit. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's got the Mighty Send out at level 5 right now, so it's probably going to be the next thing that he does. Sheep Sticks now completed on Enchantress. I believe that's being flown out.
I haven't even looked at net worth in a while. Yeah. Where are we? 53,000 net worth on this Morphling, by the way.
Yeah. The man is big. He has everything he needs and more. He's like 9 slotted at the moment.
Thing is, there's a 17k net worth advantage, but ooh, Blink Abyssal, they catch the Enchantress once again. The refresh. He's looking for the Beastmaster. He's gonna be able to keep himself alive thanks to that Aeon Disc. Makes his way up onto the high ground. Ice Blast off the mark. They know with this, they can kind of play a little bit more aggressive on SG, but instead they want to just back away. That Tombstone taking forever to go down, and Yuma is trying to waveform himself away, get away from this missile. Obviously, Lincoln Sphere will protect him. Speed's got a Blink and a Hex if he can get his eyes on a target, but for now, they will not find it.
They can't chase any further out of the base than this, unfortunately.
I mean, they're trying. DNM's looking.
Roche respawns, by the way. Team's going to start looking for that one pretty soon.
We got to start getting like an extra like bonus for 7th Roche, you know?
7th Roche, yeah, exactly.
Man, they are just they're all gone. They thought they had an opening, but the Hawks are just ruining their gameplay. They just TP out on everything.
Yeah. Yeah, they see them now. They're realizing this one is an issue. Voids? Alright.
Alright, Roach number 7. The fourth free Aghanim's blessing of this game for the Radiant if they can get it.
7th Roche, you get another hero. Your coach can start playing.
Oh, that someone tell Alliance they beat him to it. 7th Roche, I don't know. Who gets a free Ags this time? I think everyone has their Ags. They can just sell it, I suppose. They're going to give it to LTH. He'll go sell his own and consume that one, I guess.
Cool.
Neat.
How many people have Aghanim's blessings now?
All of SG has Ags blessings.
How are we sitting for 5RAT?
Only the 2, DNM and Kits. And again, like I said, this entire net worth difference is just the free Aghanim scepters that SG keeps getting. It's the 4th free Ags they've gotten this game.
Yeah. 76 minutes in.
Gotcha.
Yeah. DNM putting himself pretty far forward. I mean, Beastmaster's here. He's got Blink Dagger. He's got Roar. They're gonna go for it.
He's gonna pop the BKB. DNM is a little bit too afraid, and that's a big cooldown. You're gonna have to wait for that one. I mean, that's such a oh wait, never mind. You just have Ex Machina. That's right. 25-second cooldown BKB. I forgot.
Yeah. I think they were just having a laugh about that one themselves.
Bottom lane, they've caught Yuma. He's going to be forced to BKB and run. Kit's trying to chase after, but will eventually back off. And that is a BKB that you can't reset, so... Well, he has a refresher, but I don't know if he really wants to spend that. DNM mid lane, he's looking for his targets. They want to find something. Kits jumps up onto the high ground, gets the bash onto the Skywrath Mage. Can they actually finish anybody off? Ice Blast comes through. They get KXY just blown apart by the PA. And again, just quick refresh with the Ex Machina. It's going to be so scary.
Yeah.
Neph, it's 77 minutes. Get me out of this game.
I'm sure the players are just as upset as you are, if not more.
I feel like I'm in purgatory, man.
Attention, though.
You know, you're like...
Every time they're saving for buyback, they're afraid to go outside their base. I mean, the Void Spirit's going to continue to hold this. They need to try to make a move right now, but it feels like both teams just waiting for the others to mess up instead of having like any major game plan themselves.
Which layer of hell is this, Neph? Tell me.
The one Terrorblade is on.
Oh, God. The mirror dimension.
Yes. She's got a second Divine queued up on the Phantom Assassin.
That's the backup Divine in case he dies. Yeah, that's what that one is.
I don't think it changes anything.
That's like the hold buyback and hold money for a second Divine, right? There's nothing else you can buy at this point outside of a Moon Shard for bonus night vision. So, I don't know. Oh, some chicken nuggets, dude. Finds 3 of them right there. That's simple.
Oh, very cool.
It's all about them nuggies late game, dude. That is a lot of gold, actually. 171 each. What?
I mean, if they were consistently digging up with this pirate hat, it's adding up by quite a bit as well. I think it's part of the reason why it's a 16k gold lead.
Dude.
You get yourself a free bounty rune once every 40 seconds with this one.
All right, Kits. Gonna try and find a target. Well, they found the Enchantress again, but maybe they're a little bit too scared to continue. All right, there's the refresh. Goes on NTNM with the BKB. The Roar gonna get blocked by the Lincoln Sphere. Oscar, he has his refresher. His Aeon is gonna get popped. And Kid's looking for more. He just jumps in aggressively, pops his own BKB. KXY on the backside does manage to get his hands on top of the PA, but Merlin able to survive for the moment. Yuma gets his hands on him, but can they actually get away now? The Undying showing his face. They're gonna learn. maybe get the Scarlet Mage, the TP out. He's going to be able to do it, but they just keep looking for more. There's going to be the hammer. Pango managed by KXY and Yuma, but he's got that Aegis for 40 more seconds and a refresher in the backpack. He's going to be behind KXY, trying to hobble away. Aeon Link is protecting him. Ice Blast comes through. Yuma's, I mean, he falling
Speed's
low.
on top of him, though.
He's able to just triple, quadruple waveform away. He does not want to die. He gets bashed. The missile is there. Can they stay on top of him? Do they have detection? They do. They've got him. Yuma goes down. What is this game?
This is absolutely insane. The Beastmaster, all these double Aeon discs going on right now. The heroes are just invulnerable for part of the team fight. They couldn't finish off the Void Spirit until they did, and Beastmaster against all odds manages to get away from that one as well. But all these heroes currently have buyback again. Everybody can be back up and run it back again if they want.
Dude.
This is the game that never ends.
The Ex Machina bots 2 is sick. They're coming. They're looking for the Enchantress bottom. Oh, ends up missing with that Fallen Sky, but they just can continue this chase for eternity. He's just going to pop the BKB here on the Enchantress, try and stand his ground. Onto the low ground. He gets the root. Pango, Swashbuckle. He gets the bash. No way, man.
He can't finish him off, though. He doesn't have enough damage.
Yeah, they will eventually. Bots 2 for the PA is coming. They got him. That's a dieback. But waves are on the dire side of the map, dude. Wait a minute. They actually have backdoor protection broken because the mid wave. Kits, he's looking for these heroes. If he gets his hands on Oscar, it'd be huge. They want to try and force the buyback onto Yuma. He's up in 50 seconds. All 5 buybacks available here on the side of 5RATFORCESTAFF. They say, screw it, go for the tier 4s. They want to try to end the game. Oscar stunned up, but BKB out from speed. They're going to buy back on Yuma as well. Stay on top of DM. That's the progress. He gets the refresh. He gets out. Ice Blast comes through. It's going to connect onto Yuma as well as KXY. They have to bail. They have to turn back the other way. No, the Lotus, it reflects. He's dead. Oh my goodness, in the worst possible way. SG collapsing inside their base.
Oh no. They can't do anything at this point.
They can't. He's just got no buyback. KXY able to get away, but DNM's healthy. They take down the Void Spirit. That's the dieback, and SG finally go down at 82 minutes off of a Mirror Shield proc. You're kidding me, dude. What are the chances?
You hate to see it. You really do.
Dude, he got Mirror Shield reflected.
Aeon disc. Yeah, it's Mirror Shield ends up losing at the very end. Against all odds, as he was trying to escape there, as soon as the Ice Blast hit him, 5RAT, they managed to take it an 82-minute game. They were playing on their side of the map for the last like 30, 40 minutes of this one. 7 Roshans cleared.
Dude, usually we see Mirror Shield being this like game-winning item where it like blocks the most crucial spell. And of all of the spells to reflect in that fight, it was the Phantom Strike, and it just teleported Yuma into the enemy team. Like, I actually can't believe that happened. I've never seen that before. What an absolutely ridiculous game.
Yeah, I was waiting for that one to end. Oh my god. Most of the heroes here at level 30, despite the fact that they end up nerfing that one, it ends up taking you like an extra, but basically like level 31 or more than that at this point. This was
ridiculous.
A wild game. I mean, we wanted a close match, a longer game, not as much of a stomp for the game 3.
Oh my goodness.
Be careful what we wish for.
Dude. Oh man. That was fun. That was exciting. That was so much. That was a lot of firsts for me in that game. I'll just say that. Some of the most ridiculous plays I've ever seen. Dota just constantly managing to surprise me. It's one of the reasons we love this game. It's one of the reasons we like play it, love to cast it. That was a treat. That was a very fun game. I can't imagine what it's like being one of the players right now, man.
I don't know. There's 2 feelings at the end of this one. It is either, oh god, why do I play this game? Thank god it's over. And man, I love games like this one. This is why we play the best game. This is why Dota is the best game.
It really is, man.
One of the 2.
It really is.
One of the 2.
That's so true. Oh man, just a moment to compose myself after that one. I guess we can take a moment to talk about one of the best sponsors, though, right? That's probably a good transition. I think that's a good
Yeah, yeah.
transition. Well, let's do it. All right, for those of you that don't know, this tournament is, of course, sponsored by HyperX, and they have a brand new monitor that just launched. It is called the HyperX Armada 25-inch Full HD gaming monitor. It is a sick piece of hardware. I normally am hard to impress, but this thing has done it. You can head on over to their website, use promo code HXBTS Armada, and get 20% off that MSRP. It's running for the full duration of the tournament. You can make sure to take advantage of it while you can. But seriously, HyperX, big shouts to you guys. We love you. All of your hardware is actually top tier. We really appreciate what you guys do and for helping keep tournaments like this running. But boy, I feel like I need to stand up and stretch, or maybe just go drink some water. I don't know, Neff. What do you think?
One of the two, maybe both. We'll see. But we definitely need a break after that one, as I imagine everyone watching is glued to their seats. So, take 10.
Yeah, we'll be back in about a few minutes, everyone. Stay tuned. It's our second series of the day. Sure to be exciting. Hopefully a little bit less exciting than that one, but we'll see it as Wolf Team taking on Team Dog Champ. Stay tuned, everyone. We'll see you in a bit.